MARKCHES here, welcome to the channel, and for today's video, I'll be giving you my performance review of the Lebron 9 in the Galaxy colorway. So guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and of course like this video afterward. It will surely help out this channel and for this video too. So guys, a lot of you have been requesting me to do a performance review of the Lebron 9 Retros. So I got the Galaxy colorway. This one, like I said in my unboxing, I've been really wanting to cop this since it was released before, but it was really hyped back then. So I didn't get the chance to get this colorway. So right now I have this, and this outsole is actually glow in the dark. So it's really nice. It has a nice bright red orange to the upper of the sneaker. But for this video, let's talk about the performance of it. So let's start off with the materials. So it features a lot of fusing for the upper. It has this fusing that is like a screen mesh upper on the lateral part going to the middle part, plus this light orange here is the heavier fusing, if that's what you call it. It gives more durability and stability to the sneaker, so when you're doing lateral moves, this catches you and preventing you from sliding off the footbed. And with this one, it really does its job. It's really nice. And as you can see, this material here, it's like a woven mesh. So it's padded here too. It's not just for design. It's actually a very nice design to the Lebron 9s. But what it does too is give you that lateral stability and support. This material doesn't stretch. It's heavily foamed here. It's really, really nice. I like the look of it. The only downside of this woven material here, I remember when I had my Lebron 9s before, when it touches your opponent's sneakers, it will fray up easily. So that's just one bad thing about this woven material. I hope that they change it up a bit on this retro. Hopefully it doesn't fray that quickly like the original ones, but let's wait and see the more that I use them. And as for the heel part of the sneaker, very nice padding around the ankle part. As you can see, it's sloped down here to the heel, so it gives you more ankle mobility. So it gives a low cut feel, plus this ankle protection around your ankle bones, which is really, really nice. That is where on the Lebron 8 it was nice already, but they really trimmed it down here on the Lebron 9s so that you'll have more ankle mobility on the Lebron 9s. So overall performance-wise of the Lebron 9s heel part, it gives you a very nice mobility. Heel lockdown, heel containment for this part. You can see this is heavily padded here. And as for the lockdown, the heel, still pretty good. Just really lace up your sneaker, and as you can see, there's wings here. When you pull this part, it really pushes your foot down to the back part of the sneaker, thus giving you a very nice heel containment and lockdown to the Lebron 9s. For the lacing system, it features this traditional lacing system, which is very easy to adjust, very easy to customize, whether you're wide foot or narrow foot. This one feels like there's a lot of room, so it's pretty normal. It's not too wide, it's not too narrow either. So it will fit if you have a narrow or wide foot. Just adjust the lacing system. And look at mine, I really cranked it up so that it kind of hugs my foot really nicely. As for the tongue part, it's nicely padded, very comfortable around your foot. So it's heavily padded, very comfortable. As for the insole, it has a traditional insole for the sneaker. And now let's move on to the cushion part of the Lebron 9s. It features a 4-foot zoom unit, like this big, as I remember, and this very nice Air Max unit at the back. And I was actually testing this and my Lebron 19 lows, and I was comparing the Air Max unit at the heel. This feels like it has more air in it, so it's a bit more stiff. So there's more stability here, but it still gives you a very nice impact protection. And as for the 4-foot zoom unit, you really need to break it in first to unlock that zoom. Then afterwards, maybe around a couple of runs, maybe an hour of running up and down the floor, it will unlock. The material on the Lebrons will soften up, plus this plastic stability plate will soften up, thus unlocking the zoom unit's bounciness. And after that, you will really feel the bounciness in the forefoot. And if you've been following my Instagram page, I said I really missed the feeling of a zoom unit forefoot plus an Air Max unit setup of the Lebron 9s, which is really responsive, very bouncy, very nice impact protection in the heel. This is, I think, the last time they use the setup for the Lebron, because on the Lebron 10s they use a full length zoom, bottom loaded on the Lebron 10s. So the 8s and the 9s, I think for me, has the best cushion setup in the Lebron retros. So let me know if you agree with me or not in that comment of mine. Now let's move on, of course, to the stability plate. This plate, of course, unlocks the zoom, especially when you're bending. It unlocks the forefoot zoom, giving it a little bit more springiness. When I was running up and down the floor, it has a very nice heel-to-toe transition, and it's nicely curved, so when you're running, it kind of push you forward, which gives a very nice heel-to-toe transition to the Lebron 9s. Now let's move on to the outsole of the Lebron 9s. As for the outsole, it's not too wide, it's not too narrow, but what I like about the Lebron 9s, it has a little or mini outrigger here that gives you extra lateral support, so you're more stable when you're doing crosses or doing lateral movements. So it's more stable here, but it's not too flat in the forefoot. As you can see here, in the medial part of the Lebron 9s, it's kind of curved. So when you're doing crosses with the Lebron 9s, it has a nice flow to it. And at the lateral part, it's stable here. So pretty good. And as for the heel part of the outsole, it's not too wide, it's not too narrow. And of course, let's talk about the outsole of the Lebron 9s. It has a very hard rubber. I believe this is not an EP version, but it has a very nice hard rubber. So on a dusty floor, I played with this the first time on the dusty floor. It was gripping really nicely, just a little wipe every now and then, but it was gripping really nicely on that dusty floor. And right now I'm playing in a very clean court, gripping really nicely. There's a little squeak in the outsole. I think the factor is the material of the outsole. This is glow in the dark, so I think it matters that it's not too squeaky because it's a glow in the dark outsole, but it still grips, which is really nice on the Lebron 9's outsole. As for outdoor use, I think you can use it outdoors, but of course, the Lebron 9s is 12,000 pesos, or that's $200 or $210, I believe. So that's 12,000 pesos. So pretty steep price for the Lebron 9 Retro, but if you're a fan of Lebrons and if you played with the Lebrons, you will appreciate this retro. And a friend of mine also mentioned to me that he felt that the retros felt a little lighter compared to the original ones. Fortunately, I don't have my originals anymore. I threw them because it was beaten really hard. Come to think of it, based on my memory, yeah, it feels way lighter. Maybe the foam, they change it up here. The materials, they change it up on the retros. So I think it's lighter than the original ones, and based on my hand weighing scale, because I'm outdoors, I think this is around 440 grams or just below 450, more or less. So pretty normal weight for a high cut sneaker. This, if you haven't tried a retro Lebron 9s and you want to try a very nice performing Lebrons, the Lebron 9s is a must try for all of you newbie who wants to try a Lebron sneaker. So as for the sizing of the Lebron 9s, go true to size if you're a regular footer, and wide footers go half a size up. So this is available still here if you're here in Manila, Titan, Nike.com.ph. It's available in the site, but I don't know about the size run if they have the bigger size. I think the smaller size is still available on the Galaxy colorway, or maybe wait for the other colorways to come out. So that's it for my performance review of the Lebron 9 Galaxy. Let me know what you think about the sneaker. Looks-wise, of course, banger. Ang ganda na color. It's a very eye-catching sneaker, and the performance is still awesome, in my opinion. So that's it for me. This has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you for dropping by the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.